church is rotten. Priests wallow in gold while their souls... Good to see you.
God be with you.
Why the hell?
Morning, Franzi.
God be with you. Good to see you.
Where's that fancy stang of yours, Franzi?
Anton there had it blessed by the local priest.
I am back, Maris.
What? You didn't even wait for me?
Don't worry. You're not missing out. We still have a long way and 2 more churches to go.
Ah, got it. A nice walk through town, eh?
Aye, you could say so.
You must be the champion marksman, Anton Kaspar, right?
That I am. And I swear as long as I'm shooting, the striped Tonys will never lose their competition.
Are you really that good?
Well, this year is just my 2nd competition. But I won last year.
Old Lazar used to be our top marksman, but his eyes gave out.
What if we run into those saints who stole your stang last time?
Luckily, their churches are on the other side of the Toon.
That may be, but their tavern's on the way, so watch your step, Maris.
Why do you consecrate the miner's stang?
It's a local pitman's tradition.
Aye, every year before the shoot first, the different pit teams go around to their churches. Like Francis says, tradition.
Interesting custom. We don't have anything like that back home.
Why, aye. Interesting, and sometimes a wee bit wild. We have to watch out for the saints.
Let's go, Maris. We can crack on the way. First we'll go to the upper church of the Virgin Mary, and then to the church of St. George. And we have to make it before dark. Otherwise, we're out of luck.
What have they actually hewed at the course down in the bottom road?
We got an opening in our reed, but the windlass broke loose, so the carpenters have to make a new one.
Ah, it'll be a week before we can gang hewing again. To hell with the pit. Better to hear some crack from you, Henry.
So, tell us, Mara, where are we going with that stang of yours?
You're cracking there like one of us, man. You'll be joining us in the pit soon, eh?
Need pit for him. He's like to break his arm with a kevil.
Aye, or ding his head on the rock, eh?
I don't understand you much, but as far as dangerous work goes, I reckon you two are experts, eh?
That's what this is all about, but every year before the shoot fest, all the pit crews get their stangs blessed in the churches, so the mound gives us silver and nothing bad happens.
And also for the shooting to go well.
I wonder who the Lord favours in shooting then, eh?
Why, aye, that's as plain as day, but the best shot, of course.
Are you a good shot, Anton?
Do you think Vlak would let him compete if he wasn't?
And what if Preng wins?
He'd have to be completely blind and crippled too. York'll be weeping his way home like last year. And I'm not afraid of Gaffer Henslin from Gang. He may know how to shoot, but he's not the youngest and he lacks speed.
I don't know, Henslin. Is he good?
Aye, he's not a bad bloke, but we didn't gang much.
Hold your water, Franzi. He's the one who convinced my pa about the new scene.
Aye, but the catch is, Henslin was right about that.
About what?
Never mind. We shouldn't be talking shop here.
Tell me more about your competition. What makes it so special?
What makes it so special? Why, we have the royal seal of approval.
Wait, you mean Wenceslas himself allowed you to compete here?
Of course he did. What's so strange about that?
Well, it just seems odd to me that the king would concern himself with the amusement of some minors.
It's not like that at all, but the Charter grants us various rights, and feast days is one of them.
There wasn't anything like that back...
Here we are. But the worthy father seems to be running late.
Yeah, I'll be right there, Anton.
So far, so good, eh? Not a saint in sight.
Hey, bother. They've probably got other problems.
How do you mean?
Nothing. Just that you don't need to bother your head. And where's that local priest got to?
Who knows? Maybe still in bed, eh? Should we wait?
Maras, I've got an idea. A reet canny one. We have a bit of time, so we could get the saints back for pinching our stang and play a wee prank on them at their tavern.
What? I thought consecrating the stang was a serious matter. At least Vlach seemed solemn enough yesterday.
How we, man? We'll show the saints we're no feared of them. Vlach doesn't even have to find out.
I'm for it. The tavern is right around the corner, and there won't be many people there right now. But above all, Francie, no stealing.
Of course, we won't pinch nothing. On the contrary, we'll give them a wee gift for their tavern. Yesterday, I took 6's braes, and I'll tell you, man, they're reet minging.
Aha! So it's not your feet that stink here.
Why did you take them, Buds?
Why, aye. Best thing would be to hang them from the window of the saints' tavern instead of their banner.
That'd be a laugh. They'll know we've been there and yuck their pizzles good and proper. What do you think, Henry? Can you manage that?
Why don't you go there yourselves? Are you afraid?
Not at all. But I have to wait here for the priest, and you've already been in that tavern once.
And what about Francie?
I know all the yakkers from the saints, so it'll be better if I watch the door outside and give you a whistle if need be.
Fine, I'll do it. So you see I'm not a stick in the mud.
Why, aye. Quick and careful then, so's you don't get seen. The saints would soon get wind of it.
Here's the braes. Hang 'em high up on the stub.
Stop.
The pole with the pulley, sticking from the loft into the street.
Good luck then. When it's done, I'll meet you across the street from the tavern.
Greetings, sir.
Good day to your friend. Greetings to
Where should I hang the brace?
There's an attic window looking out onto the street, and there's a pole there they use to haul goods up. Everyone will see it there. Jan Henry, the coast is clear. I'll whistle if anything happens.
you. But I like to mine.
Where should I hang...
We already from the attic.
The woods and skin
What? Who left the door open?
Fear not, Francie. This window with the beam. This'll do. What a sight. Sixer's stinky braes hanging proud. Can't be overlooked.
A lime on the wall can do, eh?
So I'm back from the tavern, mates.
Maras, man. Here we say Maras.
And how'd it go, eh?
All done. The braes are getting an airing. It's just too bad the saints won't appreciate how nice and right they are from that height.
Not so. I can already see a swarm of flies.
I didn't expect it to go so smoothly.
I'll give it a rest. You didn't have to get up there. And it wasn't easy.
For sure. A canny job, kidder. How bonny they look hanging there.
Of course, but we'd better get out of here, eh?
I got a bit droopy somehow. How about stopping at our tavern in Friday?
Aye, couldn't hurt to go for an ale. What do you say, Henry?
I agree. Finally, a decent idea, Franzi.
I beg your pardon?
You're right. Now would be a good time to get off the streets. The saints would never dare to come into our tavern. Let's go, lads. Christ, I'm droopy.
Can it wait? Can it go wrong with a beer?
Like I said, finally a good idea.
I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Excuse
Too bad you don't want to join us in the mine. Careful.
Right, look over there. Stripey. You want to smack in the gob? Come on, you traitors. We'll
What a
smack your gob to I
coincidence.
Evan
We're
and
two
pop you
toes.
like a cork, you cowards.
Traitor.
You're winching up shit. Gone and kick at the prank we played at your inn.
Was?
Aye, we decorated it real canny for you.
Gott, you Schweine. You won't walk out of here.
The saints stink like brocks with wee little cocks.
Ah, ich schlage dir die Fresse ein. Have it then, lads.
You're mine!
My God! What's wrong? He's here! Touch him!
Come on, then!
Nice strike.
Peace and quiet are things of the past.
Slice him up! Fuck you!
Scheiße.
You took a batter in here.
Damn, that was a hell of a fight. But we won. Hey, Henry, let's go to our tavern before the catchfolds get here.
Careful.
Take that, you get...
I'm sorry. God bless.
Oh, such a nice and peaceful stroll. How you doing, Anton?
I'm all butterfang, man. But we won the brawl. That's the main thing.
Them cunts ended up worse. But I got dunched up. I reckon all my ribs are broken.
So I see. For a moment, I was almost worried about ye.
Nee fash about me. When Tess sees you've been brawling, she's gonna pull your leggies up to your head.
Why, aye. That Tess of mine is a wonderful lass.
She hardly deserves you.
Enough of that. She can't find out about this, right?
I won't tell anyone about the brawl. You can count on me.
That's the way. Denial is best. But you're worried, Anton, right? Since you're meeting your Tess tonight, eh?
Why, aye. Her pa has a guild meeting, so the coast should be clear.
So? What did you get?
Get what?
A gift? What did you get her? It's her birthday, isn't it?
Huh?
Wait. You don't mean to tell me you forgot? Oh, fuck.
God, I knew I was missing something. Because of the procession, I completely forgot about her birthday.
Forgetting to get your girl a gift. That's what I call serious trouble.
Easy, Anton. We'll think of something.
I like what? I have to stay with the stang, and after that brawl we have to lay low for a while anyway, before going to St. George's. And then it'll be too late to look for a gift.
Heat up. We'll surely figure something out. What do you think, Henry?
What does your Tess actually like, Anton?
Like any woman, nice clothes, perfumes, gannon for walks, roses.
Good enough. The roses and perfume are interesting. We can work with that.
What if I looked after the stang instead of you, and you went to find a gift?
Can't do it. If Vlack found out, he'd never let me shoot again.
You're right. War Gaffer's a stickler for mining traditions. Better to get martyred than break tradition.
Where can we get fresh roses?
Where they're rarer than silver in this town, but there's a few gardens hereabouts. Most of them are well watched, but I know of one garden in the cobbler's quarter by the walls. The house in front of it's locked, but if you can certainly get into the garden somehow.
Wait, does that mean you'll help Anton?
And why don't you go?
Sorry, but the saints licked me good. I'm so banged up I can hardly walk. Can you help Anton by yourself?
Of course. I'll be happy to help a friend. And there's nothing horrible about getting some flowers or perfume.
Good on ye, me Mara. I knew you were a canny lad. I'll give you a decent fife for it. I'm not as poor as I might look, you know.
What kind of perfume does Tess like?
She keeps ganning on about some perfume her neighbour Elsa has. I think that would surely please her. But careful. I think Elsa's a little jealous of Tess because of me. So dinna tell her I sent you.
Where can I find Elsa?
That's simple. She lives in a house on the upper market. She's the daughter of your Lynn, the cobbler.
I'll go and get Tess a gift and be right back.
Grand. We'll wait here for you, but don't take too long so we can still make the last kirk.
Wake up! Don't be shy.
Some fine wares.
I prefer to go where I know. It's hard to find an honest trader these.
Was möchtest
What do you have for...
I'm glad you found what you...
Was ist los? What do you want of me?
I just need a little favour from you. My name is Henry, and I've just come to town. I'm interested in alchemy, and I heard that you have some wonderful perfume with secrets yet unplumbed.
So? Wirklich? Is that really what they say?
Certainly. And you really do smell wonderfully. It's cinnamon, isn't it?
Ah, richtig. And, can you guess the rest of the secret?
Well, I'd like to, but for that, I would require a phial of your perfume. Of course, I would gladly pay you for it, my lovely lady.
Nein. Keep your money. I want to know if you can really guess what's in my perfume. Schließlich habe ich nichts zu verlieren. If you fail, nothing lost. And, otherwise, someone else would soon discover the secret anyway.
An interesting offer. Let's see how I do.
Here's a file. Und viel Glück, my young little alchemist.
Take your pick.
New wares.
Quality goods here.
At your service.
Ah, excellent. Here is that garden. Now, how do I get in?
You
made
shouldn't
it.
be here. Go now.
That's beautiful. Like the Garden of Eden. Roses like that would please any woman. They smell so lovely. And now back to the miners, so they don't think I blew them off.
You find whistling like that fun?
Don't be shy. Quality.
Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa. Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
You smell nice.
Test the lass of my heart, the bonniest lass.
Franzi, what the blazes is going on here?
Good you're here, Henry. Do you have that gift?
Yes, here it is. Tess should like it.
Grand. I told Anton you wouldn't let him down. Here's something for your help. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, fine. Thanks. But what's up with Anton?
Anton was afraid you weren't coming and that Tess would dump him tonight, so he had a few beers. And first he drank for thirst, and then for courage, and finally for grief.
Have you gone mad? I run all over town, and you sit here boozing.
Hold on, friend. I'm not drunk. I'll explain everything.
Go on then.
Look, it's a long story.
Get to the point.
Anton comes from a mining family. He has a house in the town, but now he's as poor as a church mouse. Not long ago, his father sunk all his money into a new seam.
Wait, his father is a miner?
Unfortunately, he was. He had a stroke when Sigismund came to town.
Well, what am I supposed to make of that?
The miners didn't want to dig a new shaft because they were afraid that Sigismund would cancel the concession and they wouldn't make a profit. Except old Anton had to put all his money into it. And when he heard, it floored him. And he never recovered.
So it's Sigismund's fault?
Why, aye. As long as that Hungarian horde is here, they won't be digging any new silver seams.
And what does that have to do with Tess?
Her father, Linnart, is a well-respected burgher, and he has already betrothed Tess to Anton.
So what's the problem?
Just that Anton doesn't have any money for the dowry. And now Linnart is looking for a better match for his daughter.
All right, but what are we going to do now? We have to finish the procession, right? And what about our champion drinker? How will he shoot tomorrow? And how's he going to make it to the last church like this?
I wouldn't worry about the shooting. You don't know miners. He'll snap out of it in a few hours. Worse, we'll be getting him to the church of St. George so he can take the oath in front of priest Tobias.
Fine. I'll carry Anton to the church.
Excellent, lad. And can you manage it?
Certainly better than you. God, why am I such a do-gooder?
It's settled then. I'll take care of the stang, you take care of Anton. Now just have to make sure we can still catch Father Tobias at the church.
God, so heavy. I swear, if you puke on me, I'll break both your arms.
It's not far from here to the St. George's Kirk. But get a move on so we can get out of town. The saints will
I'll be with
surely
you.
leave us alone if we can get past the walls. And don't worry, I know Father Tobias. He's a canny bloke. Everything will be fine, you'll see.
Damn it, Franzi. Just explain one thing to me.
What? What are you ganning on about?
Look, what's really going on with Anton and Tess?
I just told you a while ago.
Tess's father is a reputable cobbler, and Anton's just a young yucker.
So what? That's obvious, right? No reason to suddenly get shit-faced.
But that's exactly his bad luck. Anton's not poor. He inherited a house from his father, who arranged the marriage years ago with Tess's pa, Linnart.
So what's the problem?
Chink me mara, coin. Before he died, Anton's father sunk all his money into digging a new opening.
Oh, like a new mine shaft?
Aye, they say they hit a new seam in Gang.
And what about the silver?
The seam's really there, man. But with Sigismund's breathing down their necks, they can't keep hewing, if you know what I mean.
So, Anton has wealth, but he has to wait until Sigismund leaves.
Exactly. You got the gist of it. The poor fella has to wait until Ginger fucker gans to hell. Only in the meantime, Linnart's looking for a new bridegroom for Tess. All the rich are double crosses.
And what about you, Franzi? Do you have a girl?
Plenty. 3 for each finger, even. What lass would want me, eh? A poor orphan with his toes sticking out of his boots.
A miner has to make some money, right?
And what of it? Do you know how much food costs here and everything else? Here in the city, grocery only goes so far. Not like in some village.
And the main thing is not to drink it all away, right?
Hold your water, lad. You're on thin ice here. You know what it's like to go down in the pit every day and break rocks in the pitch dark? You can get so tight down there that you want to get the fuck out straight away. Your heart starts pounding, but you can't shit your brakes, so you just keep hewing. Aye, any master carpenter makes more chink than me. And besides, if he falls off the roof, he's dead on the spot. In the pit, if it caves, then you're stuck there for days. Breath running out and praying to the Virgin Mary for mercy.
Damn, that's an awful way to go.
But don't get me wrong, it's not bad work. I'm not complaining, seriously. Yakkers are a good lot. They'll take anyone in. Poor orphan or bastard, doesn't matter. They don't judge. Because in the whole underground, we're all the same. Alive or dead, all the same bread. We'll drink to the king and drink to the silver hewn out of the ground. Priests and monks, enjoy your trinkets from our silver mine. A yakker's prize is a bonny lass and flowing cup of wine. Away, kidder, join us glorious yakkers in the mound. We'll drink to the king and drink to the silver hewn out of the ground. Lords and knights and maesters to mind your own salvation. Well, gan me marrows on the hoy and make war libration. Away, kidder, join us glorious yakkers in the mound. We'll drink to the king, we'll drink to the silver hewn out of the ground. Sing it once and sing it twice, the yakker's trade is...
What's the meaning of this?
So here we are, your most fatherly holiness.
What? Do you take me for a fool?
Nah, I'm a fool here. Anton Caspar at your service.
I humbly apologize, Father Tobias. Anton here.
Entering a church stinking drunk like that, and with a sacred object? Have you no shame, you savage? You disgrace yourself, the Holy Church, and your honorable trade. In such a state, I will certainly not consecrate your stang.
Worthy Father, please, you know us. We're righteous men of the Mound, and without St. Anthony, we'll be disgraced at the competition.
You should have thought of that before getting drunk.
Father, Anton's in a bad way because they don't want to give him Tess, the cobbler's girl.
Do I look like a pauper? That cobbler needs a boot. In the cobbler's. I'll show him boot. He'll be begging me on his knees. I've got so much chink I'm drowning in it.
For Christ's sake, Anton, man, be quiet for a moment. I beg of you, Father Tobias.
But I'm only doing it because of you, Franzi. Because you are an orphan, and your late mother was a pious and kind woman. Will you take the oath instead of Anton?
But I didn't know the oath, Father.
Good God. And what about you, boy?
Well, I don't know the oath, Father, but I'll try to salvage the situation.
I understand. Helping friends in need is a commendable act.
Anton, are you able to recite the oath?
Of course. I'd even say it myself, but nobody here will let me do it.
So go ahead, but nice and slow. Tell me the beginning of the oath, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the mound according to God's laws.
Wait, stop. One bit at a time.
I'm listening, son. But nice and politely, please.
So, how did it go? We, miners of Kuttenberg, swear before God to open the shafts with respect, without malice, and mine the vein honestly according to the law of God.
Our Lady of the Seven Sorrows. All right, and then?
What's next, Anton?
Of course. We promised to graft proper, obey the gaffer and not pinch any ore or silver, but to gie it by rights to the masters on the bank out by.
Good. That's enough for now.
Well, friend?
We vow to work hard, listen to our foreman, and duly hand over a share of the ore to the lords.
Very good, son. And what next?
How does the oath end?
We swore on feast days to leave the moan tone and do nae hewing, and to gie a wee share from our addles and foys for the good of our souls and the greater glory of God.
Very good. What was that about addles again?
Boldly onwards, youngster.
We swear to not mine silver on the feast day, and give a few groschen to the church for the salvation of our souls, and the greater glory of God.
Glory to God in the highest, and 3 Sundays rejoice. Saint Anthony, patron and protector, intercede for these sinners, protect their souls, and grant success to their endeavors. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. And now get out of here, you derelicts, before the good Lord changes his mind.
Thank you, worthy father. 1,000 thanks. We truly thank you. Oh, that was by the skin of our teeth, lads.
Old Tobias is strict but fair. I know him.
That mining jargon of yours gave me a headache, Francie.
Ah, but you done reet well. Ní fash.
Thanks. If that was a compliment.
Aye, muckle thanks for nie leaving us in the shit.
We're truly grateful to you.
Take this as a reward for not betraying us, and come in the morning to the shoot fest.
Well, I might come, but what about Anton here? Will he be able to shoot?
Oh, sure. He'll snap out of it in a few hours.
Hey, bother, kidder. I'll be fine. Hey, where's the puddle? I need to drown myself.
So you see, we yakkers can handle plenty. Like we see, everybody ends up on the bottom sometimes, but yakkers are there all the time.
Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Farewell, Tonys.
God be with you. We say God be with you. Remember that too.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Around here.
Sick! Christ! I'm bleeding!
That treasure should be buried somewhere around here.
Where did that come from? What? That weapon won't help. Ah! Ah!
That bastard had the same map on him like the one I bought from Krijan. What the fuck is this supposed to be?
Hey there, youngster! It's good to see you again.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
If you lend me a little time and a listening ear, I have another riddle for you. What do you say? Happenstance has thrust us together again.
So, what's it gonna be this time?
If you can spare a while, I have another riddle for you. A trickier one this time.
Tell me where you're from.
Ah, right. You're the nosy one. I'm sort of from everywhere.
And where did your journey...
Believe it or not, in Prague. Aye, lad. It's a city like no other.
Do you really just wander the...
Aye, but so far...
A harder riddle, you say? Let's hear it then.
That first riddle was just a test. Just to practice. How about a wager? To make it more interesting. Even a poor vagrant like me has to eat. What do you say?
Why not? I'm happy to bet.
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get? Exactly! 2.5 groschen for each leg.
What happened to the farmer in the end?
They never said. But I reckon he went to the dogs. You have just the 2 legs, to be sure. But you guessed right, so you earned your wager back. I can give you my stake on top, or I can tell you a bit about my life as a vagabond. How about that?
I'd be glad to hear about your adventures.
Would you care for stories from my travels or tales from the tavern?
The tavern sounds good.
Fine. I'll tell you about the first time I tried moonshine. Actually, to be honest, I don't think I can. I don't rightly recall what happened.
I was kind of expecting that.
Let this be a lesson to you that you should never mess around with moonshine.
I'll bear it in mind. Thanks.
Farewell.
Do you remember me, you cunt? You sold me that map.
Yeah, and what of it?
Do you know where that map led?
If I knew, then I would have found the treasure myself, don't you think?
There was no treasure. It led me to a pack of fucking thieves. But that's not all. I went through their pockets, and one of them also had a map. The exact same map. Can you explain to me how there could be two maps exactly the same?
How should I know? I just found that map and sold it to you. I don't know anything else.
I've had enough of this shit. If you don't immediately give me back the money for that worthless parchment, I'll teach you how to dance with a knife in your belly.
Wait. I really didn't know there wasn't any treasure there. I swear on my parents' graves.
Shut your mouth and pay up.
Fuck! You won't believe me, but some cunt robbed me. I haven't got a groschen.
Shit. You're a fucking swindler, and you should hang from the nearest tree.
I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
So, you finally got your way, eh, Menhard?
Ja. It is a great feeling after all the effort. It is to a large extent your doing, Heinrich. Vielen Dank nochmal. In token of our thanks, recognition and Freundschaft, I wish to make you a gift of this Langschwert, which I received from my Meister in Frankfurt on the day I too became a Meister.
My word. Thanks a lot, Menhard. This is a great honor for me.
You have earned it. Do not lose this Schwert or bring shame on it.
You can count on me.
And that is not all. Listen well. I also agreed with Friedrich that we will do things richtig. In Kuttenberg, we will hold a great and glorious tourney every week. Offensichtlich, as I promised you, I can teach you the art of sword fighting from now on. I show you Meistertechnique of handling Langschwert. Then Arne show you the basic teachings of combat stance. Arne learned a lot from me and mastered also other weapons than the Langschwert. He has much to teach you too.
A tourney? That sounds good. It will be here in the city.
Genau. It will be by the walls near to our Fechthalle, one time each week. Always with Langschwert, sword and shield and free combat in heavy armor. If you want to join, come to me. I write you down and tell you more about it. It will be good practice for you, and you can also gain good rewards and glory.
The art of sword fighting, you say? What kind of things can you teach me?
Alles. Langschwert and other weapons. Meisterschläge and technique. Or just practicing combat. Wie du willst.
I'd love to learn from you. When can we start?
Good. I am glad to hear it. We can start when you want. The first lesson I can give you now. Do not be proud. Be modest. Pride will come back to haunt you in Gefecht and in life. Remember that auch. And since you are in our Bruderschaft, I will teach you one echt Meistertechnik that no one else here knows. You only have to ask.
What about Arne? How's he doing?
Gut, Heinrich. Gut. The local apothecary and physician Albicus did an excellent job. Arne's eye all right. His sight come back. Only scar remain. Gott sei Dank.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for everything, Menhart. I'll certainly come and see you sometime.
Good. One last thing. If you are in need of a bed, you can sleep in the loft of our Fechthalle. Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
You said you'd teach me some kind of special technique.
Ja, genau. Get ready. I will show you a special longsword technique that Meister Lichtenauer taught me. It is called oben abnehmen. First, you attack your opponent's head. If he blocks your strike, attack his face as if you were trying to stab him. If he deflects your blade to the side to defend himself, move your blade around his and cut his head open. If you do that in an unexpected direction, your opponent will have little time to react, and you will strike him well. Come, let us practice zusammen. Ja, ja! Das hast du gut gemacht, mein Freund.
If you... So there's half the town. And that goes to Councilman Nars as well.
Of course he knows. Herzlich willkommen. Mein Herr, what do you need?
I see you're on your feet and in good health.
Ja. Ja. Gott sei Dank.
What about the eye? How did it turn out?
Gut, Heinrich. I only see cloudy for a day or two. But then the clouds go away. I see the world with new eyes now. Könnte man sagen, healing skill of Master Ibicus is great. I will remember him in my prayer. And I think my injury teach me discretion and humility.
Those are wise words, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a proper helmet. Best with a visor. I'm sure you'd look great in a hound skull.
Na ja. When I get enough groschen, I will kaufen the best in Kottenberg.
I'd like you to teach me about swordplay. I've heard you're good with weapons, and without them, too.
Ein Problem, Mann. Tell me what you want to know, and prepare your groschen for a donation to our brotherhood. We have to make a living. Irgendwie.
I'd like to practice my wrestling. What do you say? I'm sure you know some interesting throws and holds, eh?
And then, very hard kick in the axe is enough for most fools. Und das Problem ist gelöst. But the best way to take out an armored foe is to knock him down to the ground. Learn to wrestle good, and you will get good at all fighting. That is what old master has said. Also, auf geht's!
Y'all read, kidder?
Well, Vlach, I can see there's plenty of interest in the competition. When does the shooting start?
I'm getting too old for this, kidder. I can do without all the hubble shoe, you know? Them yummy yakkers today, they've got no sense. Fuck it.
Hold on. What happened?
They ran out of beer, so the guild cut the evening meeting short, and old Linhart went home early. He stumbled upon Tess and Anton, and our blockhead takes off running and hurts his arm.
What? He got hurt? And what about the competition? How will he wind up his crossbow?
Well, that's just the thing. So our kid of Buckovets will have to shoot with bugger all chance of winning.
He doesn't know how to shoot.
Nowhere near like Caspar, nor you.
But I'm not a yakker.
Who fucking cares? We'll vouch for you. Henry will give you half of the winnings on top if you gang there in Anton's place. All right. You'll get twice as much. You shoot better than all of us together anyways. So what you say?
Fine. I'll do it.
Ah, thanks, kidder. The tourney's about to start, so away, man. Time's wasting.
Let's get to it. I'll show them how to shoot.
Godspeed, sonny.
What kind of snipper-snapper are you, eh? You don't look like a yakker.
I came to compete. I'm shooting for the striped Tonys.
Aye, you're that new fella from Vlach. He already told me Anton is out. So, snipper-snapper, I hope you don't embarrass them. Good luck. You know the rules.
Better explain it all to me.
Naturally, as is your right. The miner's popinjay is shot with a light crossbow, and the aim is to shoot down more straw birds than your opponents do. Whoever hits the bird first gets the hit, so you have to be fast and accurate. Your opponents will be Jörg Breng of All Saints and Henslin Ebner, the best shooter in Kuttenberg. Do you need to ken anything else?
I know everything I need. Let's go and shoot.
That's right. Everything is ready. Bets made and folk getting impatient. So what are we waiting for? Let the miners' tournament begin. I'd love to go hunting with you sometime, friend. Great work. Your prize is definitely well deserved.
Thank you.
Great God in heaven. I'll be damned. Such luck.
What luck? Years of toil and sacrifice. That's how you shoot.
My hat's off to you, lad. You really gave them hell. They're still in shock that the striped Tonys won again.
There was nothing, really. A good laugh.
Look, kidder, I can't just leave it at that. Here's a few groschen from us.
Thanks, but that's not why I did it.
And I truly appreciate that, Henry, which is why you can have me gaffer's cap.
I can't accept that. You'll miss it.
Nay, just take it. It was my last match anyway. I'm getting too old for brawling.
Fine. Thanks, and Godspeed.
Blessings upon you, Henry. Godspeed. Careful.
I should get... Phew! You pig! You got something against washing?
Excuse me.
Who are you off to see, smelling like that?
God is punishing us for our...
What do you need?
Show me your...
I was glad to be of help to you.
Was willst du? What do you want? Show me your...
I'm glad you found...
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must be some mistake. I'm not delivering anything.
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid nobody would turn up. Who might you be?
Henry of Scallis.
I'm Betty. I run the place.
I'm guessing business isn't great.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll be the best establishment in the city. I need you to bring some things from Grund. And while you're there, find my wagoner Matsek and bring him back as well. He went there before you and he hasn't come back yet.
What do you want me to bring back?
You know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You're not telling me much.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you? I promise you won't regret it and you'll enjoy the journey.
All right then. It'll be a surprise. Who's Matsek?
The wagoner I hired for the job before you. He still hasn't come back. I reckon he's gone to ground in Grun, so to speak.
Why do you think he's gone to ground?
Matsek's a bit odd, superstitious. He once didn't set foot outdoors for 2 days because there was a black cat outside on the porch. When you meet him, you can ask him about it yourself.
Are you sure he'll be in Grund?
He's bound to be sitting in a tavern, boozing and keeping his head down. He used to steal for a living. So now he sees a catchpole round every corner, and he's afraid of his own shadow.
What's in it for me?
A decent bit of coin.
It's a deal. I'll go to Grund for the wagon and its driver.
In the meantime, I'll try and get this place cleaned up a bit. Farewell, sir.
Somebody, please!
I'll hack your ass off!
Get him!
Now you're in. Give me your money. This is a robbery.
Please, I have nothing. Somebody, please!
I'll hack...
What do you think you're doing?
Saving your life?
And who asked you to do that? I had them right where I wanted. A little longer and they'd be done for.
Or you'd be done for. Is that what you call gratitude? Go to hell. Next time I won't bother.
What do you mean, next time? Don't you dare cross my path again. You know what? Piss off before I kick your ass at least. Oh, you piece of shits. Give it to me. It's mine.
It's yours. My art.
What's going on?
They took the treats our gaffer brought us from the market.
Treats?
Honey cakes.
We didn't pilfer anything from you. It was us the gaffer brought them for.
But he always buys 3 for us to share.
We had to do everything ourselves because you overslept. So nothing for you.
It's your fault you didn't wake me up. On purpose.
Stop squabbling, or I'll give you all what for. You're supposed to be learning a trade, not fighting over treats. Forget the cakes and get on with your work, or I'll fetch your master.
I'm not fighting over anything.
Let's go.
Hey, what about my cake?
I sod the cake. Do some work before the 3 of you get into trouble.
Oh, all right then.
That'll teach him.
Stop now, for God's sake. Just hope we don't get into any more trouble.
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for Matzek, the wagoner. Is that you?
Who's asking?
Relax. Betty from Kuttenberg sent me. She said you were supposed to bring her something, but instead you're still hanging around here. So she wants to know what's going on. If you need help, I'm your man.
Thank God you're here. This job will be the death of me. Everyone thought it was suspicious that I was driving girls to and fro.
What girls?
The ones who are going to work for Betty at the bathhouse. I can't take them there because everyone's looking. I don't want nobody looking at me. They might remember my face.
What of it? There's no law against driving girls into the city.
It's just with my face. Everyone wonders what pretty girls are doing with a bloke like me. On top of that, I had a dream. I dreamt I was stopped by soldiers. And soldiers are bastards. They treat you like dirt. Like in Apotovitz, they stop every wagon and check what's on it.
Why is this all sticky?
Even if we're stopped, so what? We're not carrying anything we're not allowed to.
Just as you say. Nothing we're not allowed to carry.
Even if there is trouble, I'll deal with it. I've dealt with worse.
We haven't done nothing, have we? And if anything happens, I don't know you. Never seen you before in my life.
Where are the girls? Let's get them on the wagon and go.
In there. The whole tavern knows about them. I don't want it to look like I know them.
Well, you get the wagon ready, and I'll go and get them. I was sent by Betty, the bathkeeper from Kuttenberg. Do you know her?
Aye, we know her, sweetie. What can we do for you?
She said you're supposed to work for her, and I'm supposed to escort you there.
Well, about time. We've been stuck here for ages and there's no sign of anyone. So far we've had to make do with some local customers so we can pay our bill. Who are you, handsome?
Henry of Skalitz.
Well then, Henry. Can we go now? I don't want to spend another moment in this shithole.
Where do you know Betty from?
We met by chance. We were sitting in a tavern, complaining about our jobs. Before that, we was in a bathhouse in Backwater, the same as this one, and it wasn't nothing good. Betty heard us, and there and then she offered us something better in Kuttenberg.
All of you?
That's right. She said she had big plans for her bathhouse. But the main thing is it's the city. Nobody in their right mind would say no.
Are you girls going to work as bathmaids?
What do you think we're going to do?
I don't know. I thought maybe...
What? We might want to join a nunnery? Ha! No chance. We're all experienced. We know what the job's about.
The wagon's waiting. We can get going.
You don't mean that dodgy old geezer's wagon?
Yeah, that's the one.
He's right suspicious. Are you sure he won't leave us in the lurch somewhere?
Relax. I'm going with you.
Just as well. I wouldn't go anywhere with that old fart on my own. Did you hear that, girls? We're going. The city awaits.
horseradish. Delicious horseradish. Come and get some wonderful horseradish. The finest wares, quality goods.
What do you think it'll be like there?
Oh, Clara said it's wonderful there. Lovely clothes, shops full of all kinds of stuff, and never a dull moment. And she said everyone's really cultivized.
Rich customers. That's the main thing.
I'm sick of villagers asking if they can pay later.
Rich and gentlemanly.
That young lad who's escorting us, bet he lives there. Maybe he'll tell us more.
Aye, ask him then.
Why me? You ask him.
Sir?
I'm not some lord. Just call me Henry. What do you want?
What's it like in the city?
The city's big, beautiful. Everyone there is living on the pig's back.
You're having me on.
No, I'm not. You'll see for yourself soon enough. It's not like in a village. Everything's a lot bigger.
And the fellas? Are they all bigger as well?
You bet they are. You can forget all about country bumpkins now.
And are you a big fella from the city as well?
What do you mean?
Do you work at the bathhouse as well?
No. I have other business to take care of. I'm just helping Betty out for now.
But I expect you'll be coming to see us, though. Won't you?
You read me like a book.
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be working at a bathhouse. But I have other talents.
I'm sure you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
I'll gladly show you my talents if you come and see me. Actually, I wanted to ask you, well...
I find it hard to believe a girl like you can be shy.
Right, there's no point to beating about the bush. Are you more into tits or bottoms?
Is that what you lot talk about all the time?
Don't change the subject. I want to know.
Definitely backside.
Arse? Why's that?
I don't know what I can tell you. Maybe because it's a nice thing and you know how to wiggle them.
You bet we do. If you saw how I could wiggle my ass.
I can... well imagine.
Hear that, girls? He's an arse man.
Here I am.
How'd you like my new girls?
The girls are very sweet. I couldn't have wished for a nicer journey.
I knew you'd hit it off. I expect you didn't get bored on the journey.
I certainly didn't. What do you want to do next?
There's still some tidying up to do inside, and then we've got to get the word out.
Betty! What a lovely surprise! I see you're doing the place up.
Nice to see you, Adam. What can I do for you?
I came to see how you're cleaning up the pigsty. It's hard to believe. It's the same building.
Right. You've had a look. Now get lost.
Is that any way to treat guests? What would the old man think?
I don't think we've met. I'm Henry.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Adam. I run the only bathhouse in the city. Come and take a look when you get tired of this pigsty.
Do you need something?
I just wanted to discuss something with Betty.
What if I don't want to talk to you?
It'll only take a moment.
If you don't want me here, I can go.
Yes, thanks. No, wait. Stay here. At least you'll hear the offer I have for Betty.
What offer?
It won't be anything special. Adam just came for a quick look around. He has to be going again.
You're wrong. I'm here on business. Betty, we're old friends, and I'm worried about you. I'm offering you help from one friend to another.
Don't make me throw up.
Running a bathhouse requires expertise, money, and courage. But you, Betty, you have none of those things. And that's why I'm offering to take you under my wing. I'll buy the place. All of it, including you. You can still be the bathkeeper, but the bathhouse will be mine. What do you think?
I'm not interested.
Come, come. I haven't even told you how much I'm offering yet.
Not even for a golden goose.
You don't have to answer right now. Think it over. Sleep on it. Just imagine. We'll do the whole place up. I'll sort out a permit, some proper girls, and furniture.
I said no.
What a pity. And it would be an even bigger pity if someone made a mistake and you lost everything. Just imagine. The house burns down and you find yourself on the street with the girls. What then? That's not what the old man would have wanted.
Get out! Fuck off out of here, you piece of shit! How dare you even mention him?
Now, Betty, anger isn't good for the heart. You're not as young as you used to be. You need someone by your side who knows the ropes.
Out! Get out right now!
Pity. A real pity.
You alright?
That fucking whore's son.
Wow. I must admit, you surprised me.
Thanks.
Why did you yell at him like that?
Because it's no more than he deserves. He's to blame for my misery in the first place. Things have gone downhill since he got rid of Marish. Have I told you about him?
Not yet.
Marish ran this bathhouse before me. I was like a daughter to him. Before he died, he left the bathhouse to me. And Adam can't get over it. When Marish started to have trouble with his health and with money, that fucker did everything he could to get us closed down. He spread nasty rumors. He tried to steal our customers and girls.
And now he turns up out of the blue and offers to buy the place.
He wants it all for himself. He tried once before, but he didn't get far. And then he saw to it we ended up broke.
How can someone do that?
Adam knows people on the city council. He gets away with all kinds of shit.
What will you do now?
I'll show him I can manage just fine without him. My bathhouse will be so great that everyone will forget about his.
How do you want to do that?
I'll throw a party that people will remember for as long as they live. I'll invite the whole city, and everyone in the district will be talking about it. And that scumbag will tear his hair out with envy.
A big opening night party sounds good.
But I don't have a crier to spread the word around the city. So, I was thinking, would you help me?
Me? A crier? I thought you needed a special talent for that.
Bollocks! You just need to be able to shout. And you won't be doing it for free.
It doesn't sound too hard. What do you want me to say?
That's what we have to figure out. The name of the bathhouse is already decided. It's going to be called the Kingfisher.
I like it.
Now for the rest.
We need a good opening line.
We'll begin with the name. What else? And then something that grabs their attention.
We have to get them interested. Come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse. It's like nothing you've ever experienced.
I like it.
That's sorted then. Then we have to recommend our services, so people know what they can look forward to.
You have to praise my girls to high heaven. That's the main thing.
So openly. I thought those services would be more secret.
You have to find a clever way to say it.
We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber?
Anything you wish for, and much, much more.
I like it. Now the next bit. How do we end it?
That's obvious. We invite them to the opening party.
Be sure to come and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come.
You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime.
I like it. How does it all sound together? Come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse, like nothing you've ever experienced. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber? Anything you wish for, and much, much more. Be sure to come and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come. You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime. I reckon it's good.
It sounds all right. Now go to the square and announce it. I want the whole city to hear that a new bathhouse is opening in Hopbrink.
Where's the best place to try it?
The best place would be... Grain Market, near the town hall. Then Horse Market on Vinter Street. And the markets in Merchant's Quarter. But do it during the daytime, all right? If you go around yelling at night, the only attention you'll get is from the night watchman.
Right. I'll go round those places when they're full of people and shout my head off.
Come back when you're done. In the meantime, I'll get the bathhouse ready for the guests.
Here I go.
Finest wares. The finest wares. Roof pie.
Come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse, like nothing you've ever experienced. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber? Anything you wish for, and much, much more. Be sure to come this evening and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come. You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime. The Kingfisher Bathhouse, Hopbrink.
A wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
Welcome. How can I help? Show me. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Show me your...
I was glad to be of help.
Knives for sale! Iron and steel! All quality pieces!
What can I do? I'll have a look. What can you do?
Come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse, like nothing you've ever experienced. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber? Anything you wish for, and much, much more. Be sure to come this evening and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come. You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime. The Kingfisher Bathhouse, Hopbrink.
Wonderful purchase!
This is my spot. What do you mean, your spot?
Do you own the street?
Well, I was here first.
Be careful.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
It's all late, so I've got my eye on you.
Why don't you worry about who's robbing who, and leave me alone?
Don't worry, nothing gets past me.
So, come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse, like nothing you've ever experienced. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber? Anything you wish for, and much more. Be sure to come this evening and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come. You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime. The Kingfisher Bathhouse. Hot brink. You got a problem?
Quite right I do. Openly encouraging people to sin here on the Lord's Day. What are you trying to say? It's perfectly clear what's behind it. Perversion and fornication.
Is it forbidden?
I don't pretend you don't know. Holy Scripture tells us that fornication, whoremongering and adultery are grave sins. And this is the main street, right next to the city gate. Have you lost your mind? Luring people onto the path of hell, here of all places.
There's nothing wrong with bathhouses. They don't have to be sinful either. It's people who are sinful. A bathhouse is a place for cleansing the body, just like a church is a place for cleansing the soul.
Are you likening churches to bathhouses?
I'm just saying that there's a good reason for bathhouses. If we didn't have them, we'd be drowning in filth.
What about all the fornication that goes on in them?
Well, that's not the bathhouse's fault. It's the fault of the people who go there.
I know what you're getting at. I just wanted to warn you. It's not a good idea to drum up business near a church. God be with you.
Salvation cannot be saved. God be with you.
Did you hear about what the Bell is planning?
Come to the Kingfisher, the new bathhouse, like nothing you've ever experienced. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber? Anything you wish for, and much more. Be sure to come this evening and see for yourselves. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't come. You'll miss out on the experience of a lifetime. The Kingfisher Bathhouse. Hot brink.
My wares will bring you joy.
Did you make up?
Not a chance. I couldn't help.
What do you need?
Show me your...
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, haven't you?
What's that lovely smell?
How come it's so run down?
It wasn't always like this. Old Marish used to say, Betty, this place has to shine, and everyone must find what he's looking for here, see? Except he wasn't good with money. So he ended up broke, and then everything went downhill. We couldn't even afford herbs for the baths. People stopped coming. The girls left, and the old man fell ill. For a while it was just the two of us, and then he died. So it's up to me to get this place back on its feet.
What is this place?
A bathhouse.
Looks more like a half-built goat shed.
Watch your mouth, lad. It might not smell as sweet as other places, but we've got all the services you could wish for. Baths, laundry, and nice girls for company. What more could you want from a bathhouse?
Well, not to catch lice on the way to the bath, maybe?
Do you often visit bathhouses?
Sometimes. For the girls, mainly.
Then this place will be right up your street. When this place opens, I'll have the prettiest wenches for miles around.
How did you come to have a bathhouse? It can't be that easy.
I inherited it from Marish, the previous owner. I was his head wench for 7 years. I've lived in this house since I was little, in fact.
You grew up here?
Marish took me in when I was a little orphan of around 10. I washed laundry, carried water, ran errands. It wasn't a bad life at all. Marish was like a father to me.
What does the head wench do?
Just about everything. Takes care of the business, pays the girls, arranges food, anything that needs doing, basically.
And he left it to you? Just like that?
Aye. Marish didn't have a proper family, and I'd been here since I was a nipper and knew the ropes. I'm the only one who stayed with him. Even when the money ran out and the bathhouse fell into disrepair. So of course he left it to me. He was a good man. God rest his soul.
What do you plan to do with the bathhouse now?
I'll do the place up and reopen it.
That won't be easy, I reckon. The first part especially.
I've coped with worse things in life.
Are there any other bathhouses in the city?
Aye, there's one, but I wouldn't set foot in it.
How come?
Because it belongs to Adam, the bathkeeper, who always used to treat us like dirt. Just because his bathhouse is in the center, he thinks he's God's gift. And what's more, it was him who badmouthed us. So people stopped coming.
He was just getting rid of the competition, eh?
Yeah, but I'll show him what a proper bathhouse looks like.
So people know about the Kingfisher now?
Did you make the announcement?
Yeah, it wasn't hard. But at one point I picked the wrong spot, and that rubbed some local up the wrong way.
What? Was there trouble?
Now, we settled the matter in the end.
Why are you worrying me then? It sounded like they set the guards on you and you got into a fight with them.
Give someone a slap for something like that? No way.
I'm glad you're sensible. If you got into a fight, it would lead to nothing but trouble.
I know.
That's enough chit-chat. Now I have to get everything ready for our big night. Are you coming?
Definitely.
Welcome to the best baths in Gutenberg. And the drinks are on the house.
you?
I'm not here.
Get your act together. We're in deep shit. Get up now!
Stop screaming, for the love of God.
The councillor's right outside. He's come to check on things.
What? Jesus, well, why didn't you wake me up then? Holy shit.
What's he doing here?
How should I know? Betty's stalling him so he doesn't see what a shambles the place is. We have to clean the place up, sharpish.
Oh, my head's killing me. Do you have something to drink? Water, I mean.
Did you hear what I said? A councillor's come to inspect the place.
All right. It'll be all right. Somehow. Can you get me something to drink?
You still don't get it, do you? If he sees this mess, we might as well close down right now.
I think I'm gonna...
Don't you dare!
What do you want me to do?
There are drunks lying about everywhere. And since you're the only man who's awake, it's your job to get them out of sight. I can't lift them.
You sure?
And don't just drop them round the corner. We don't want the councillor seeing them. So take them upstairs, into the first room on the right.
Upstairs?
And pick up the tankards and clothes lying all over the floor. So it doesn't look like such a pigsty.
I'm really not up to...
And you puked under a tub last night, so clear it up.
I don't remember that.
I expect there's a lot of stuff you won't remember, but that doesn't matter now. Clear it up fast. That's all that matters. And don't go outside so the councillor doesn't see you until it's done. Got that?
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Let's see then.
I hope you'll find it satisfactory.
Proper oak tables. That's the way it should be. Your kitchen is almost part of the ale room. As long as the food's good, that's all that counts. Now let's see the most important part. This place is fit for a king! I see your tubs are brand new. I'm impressed.
Well, sir, what do you say? Are you satisfied?
I'm not going to lie, Betty. I'm pleasantly surprised. I expected a grotty flea pit, but instead you've made a nice, clean bathhouse.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of people were bad-mouthing you, but don't let that bother you. I can see that it was all nonsense.
I'm pretty sure I know who was the source of the rumors.
You'll be Adam's equal in time. You may even put him in the shade.
So Betty was right. Adam tried to badmouth her.
It was only yesterday that he told me this place had no class and wasn't worth visiting.
At least you know what kind of a man Adam is.
Calm, calm. It's natural that an old bathhouse owner will find fault with a new one, especially when it's
a woman? Ha! I'll show everyone I'm up to the job.
Is that why you're here, sir? To see for yourself if Adam was right or if Betty was up to it?
That's right. And I couldn't be more satisfied. Keep up the good work, Betty.
Thank you. You'll always be welcome here. Could I have a word, Henry? You deserve a reward.
Phew, that was close.
Oh, you can say that again.
If you'd arrived just a few moments earlier.
Too right. When I saw what it looked like this morning, I thought I was fucked.
Did you hear the councillor mention Adam?
Yes. It was no accident that Polner was here. If you ask me, Adam talked him into it and expected he'd shut us down.
Are you going to do anything about it?
He can't get away with it. I don't know how and when yet, but be sure I'll get my revenge.
We did it. You have your own bathhouse.
Yeah. From tomorrow, it's going to be packed. The girls definitely deserve some time off today, and more pay. And I'm grateful to you too. You helped me out of a tight spot when I most needed it.
It was nothing.
It certainly wasn't nothing. Whenever you need bathhouse services, come to us. Everyone knows you already. You'll get a discount. The girls are already used to you.
I'll definitely drop by.